Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 1997 horror film Scream 2. This is directed by Wes Craven. Our stars are back. Eve Campbell plays Sydney, right? Okay, yes, Sydney Prescott. Dewey is played by David Arquette. We have Courtney Cox back as Gail Weathers. We have Jamie Kennedy back as Randy. We also have Sarah Michelle Gellar in this for half a second. She plays a sorority girl and she gets thrown off a balcony. We have Timothy Oliphant playing his character Mitch. Oh, I forgot the actress's name. She plays Mrs. Loomis. Who else is in this? Jada Pinkett is in this. She's the first scream queen of the first 11 minutes. She gets killed at a Stab movie. So the movie starts out with a movie version called Stab of what happened at Woodsboro, right? So they were joking around in the first movie that like, oh, you know, I guess Tori Spelling would play Sydney. And like Tori Spelling is actually cast to play the Sydney character in this movie Stab. So it's very meta because it's a movie within a movie. But then like after the murders of that particular thing, we go to Windsor College, so it's 2 years after the events that happened at Woodsboro, and Sydney is in college. So if it's been 2 years, that means she's a sophomore at this point. So she has a roommate, Hallie, and Randy goes to school there as well. He's a film studies major. Sydney's now dating this guy, Derek. Timothy Oliphant's character, Mitch, is just one of their friends. So they're all doing their thing, but then, like, you know, people start to die. Like, the ghost-faced killer is now coming back. But people are like, oh, well, it's obviously because of the movies, because of Stab that's coming out. And then Gail Weathers and Dewey happen to come by, and they're like, wait a minute, no, this is a pattern. Like, the killer is killing people that are named after the people that were killed in Woodsboro, but now at Windsor. So, like, the chief of police at that point has to like get a hold of himself. So he assigns 2 detectives to protect Sydney. They die. A bunch of other people die. Like there's poor Randy died. And then at the very end, there's the twist of Mitch actually reveals himself to be the killer. He's like, no, I clearly didn't do this alone. So he was blaming, you know, Derek, the boyfriend, who he then killed. But it turns out that Billy Loomis's mom was pretending to be a reporter the entire time, and she was the one who found Mitch to then help enact her revenge plot against Sydney because Sydney killed her son. Beautiful. She even said, this has nothing to do with the movies. This is a good old-fashioned revenge. Oh, it was amazing. And then making sure that the murderers were dead. But Liev Schreiber, who plays Cotton Weary in the first one, who was accused of killing Sydney's mom, but then in this movie we learned that he clearly was innocent because Billy killed Sydney's mom. And he has been out of prison now. He was in prison for a year, and he just wants to get an interview with Sydney to get his 15 minutes of fame. And then he was the one who actually saved the day because he killed Mrs. Loomis. So then Sydney, afterwards, after everyone is like doing interviews and stuff, she's like, no, you go talk to Cotton. He's the hero you want to talk to like give him his 15 minutes of fame. So that was really, I guess, a cool part of like passing the buck because she doesn't want the fame. Dewey, of course, gets stabbed again. Gail and Dewey kind of like have a little hookup scene that was very entertaining. That whole scene within the music department and like going around the bends and like all the sound absorption all over the place, that was really neat. But poor Dewey being stabbed again, that was pretty rough to see. But yeah, this was a fast-paced movie. It was 2 hours long, so it was pretty long for a horror film, but that's the benefit of these Scream movies, is that they are over an hour and 50 minutes each. Like, it's just how it is. That's just what Wes Craven did. You know, it's just how it is. So, yeah. Did we think that the twist would have been the twist? I didn't think so whenever I saw this however many years ago, you know, for the first time in the 90s. Yeah. Scream 2. It's pretty awesome. Okay. Mucho mahalo.